Hi guys and welcome back. In today's video I'm going to install the electric step Thule G2 12 volts. This is the actual step and this is all the hardware needed to mount the step on the Fiat Ducato. So this is the instruction, the model, and with the kit of installation, which is all of this. If you buy just the step, you will get just the main assembly with those brackets already mounted and the wires, of course. With the kit for Ducato, you also get a front panel with a little brush here to keep the sand outside, two side cap, bolt and screws to fix the step to the chassis, and this is the main aluminum frame to bolt it on the back. On the front you need to make some holes. You have in the package also the switch to open and close the step. So without further ado, let's go underneath the van and start installing. Should be easy. Just 6 holes to drill plus the hole for the wires. So let's go. First step is to install the 3 rubber spacer here on the back of the profile, so like this. Then there is 2 M8 bolt with a rivet nut. This is actually not a rivet nut, it's just an insert that by screwing the bolt it's gonna lock itself. I'm following the instructions. So the sliding door starts from here until like on your back, and they say to use those holes basically. In my case, because I have the longest version here of the profile and my van it's an L3, they say to use from the sliding door on the first hole of the profile and the last one up here. So that's what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna place so the spacer right here, so it can be on this point right here, which is the highest, I guess. So basically I'm doing this with those caps. Those are the points with the nuts, and I'm following this scheme. So mine it's L3, so not L2. I need to follow this L3, D and B, 1 and 13. So D and B is the first and the third from the left attachment point, and first and 13 are those. Okay, so from here you can see them whole. After the leaf spring attachment, there is 1, 2, 3 and 4 of the same holes. So I'm following the instruction and I'm using A and C, A, B, C, D, no, the first and the third. Let's see if these can go here. It's a bit tight. No. Okay, now it works. Now this one goes like this. First hole here, and this one. Some light. Good. So right now I can actually slide in the step brackets from the side and then start working on the front. Okay, so the instruction says that I can position the step at minimum 16 centimeters from here and from 43 from here. So that will be my mounting space where I can decide where to mount it, not further left or right. 43 it's here, like this, and 16 is about here. At least it needs to be here. And I think I will actually go a little bit like this, where the kitchen finish. Let me show you close, because there is this notch, which is a water drain from the inside of the chassis, and because of this they give you another bracket like this one, which has a notch for that. So I'm not gonna use one of these, but this one, and it's gonna be like this or like this, depending on the position of the step. And this is gonna be on the back like this, and this one in front, something like that. Four millimeter drill bit, maybe a little like this is better. Let me see. I'm going to mark this one, and then those like this to mark where to make the hole. Now I can drill the hole, I guess. 4 millimeters. They say it's gonna be 10 millimeters from the bottom. How can I measure from here? Damn it. This is actually more than 10 millimeters. Okay. So here they say 10 millimeters. Attention. From the bottom of the lip to the center of the hole. Okay, I got it. Basically, you need to be careful to make the holes just 10 millimeters up, not all the way, like you can see like this, but just 10 millimeters, because otherwise the front panel here doesn't fit anymore. It's like this is not gonna fit. You need to stay lower so this front panel can fit. Measure twice, cut once.
I would say measure as many times you need to be sure before cutting or drilling a hole. 6 millimeters. You can take those plastic bracket, so just like this, those two on front like this, and the provided stainless steel self-tapping screws with a Torx head T25. So this on the back, try to align the, let me start with the middle one. This. Best practice is to start all of them and then tighten everything at the end. I just broke one because I over tightened, because it's stainless steel. Well, I think it's gonna hold even without one screw. Don't judge me. So now I think I can, so they say to position the cap that I mounted at the beginning on the aluminum bar right over the bracket of the final position of the step. I need to move the plastic cap from here to here. And how can I do it? I have to open again. I don't think I need it, because in this point it's right where the bolt is, so it's touching. Even if I try, it doesn't fit in this exact position, because where the bolts are, the chassis is a little bit lower. I don't know if you can see it. So let me see the other one. On this side, I did it. I moved the plastic cap on top of the bracket. And now I'm going to screw those here and here. The bracket can move a little bit like this, so be sure to be centered when you tighten the nut. And this one, just a bit. Okay, so now the step it's basically installed. I need to drill a hole for the wires, probably in the same position, probably down there somewhere. And I need to install the front cover, which is 2 corners like this, with just 1 screw, and they provide even a plastic cap for the screw hole. But this piece, it's basically too long. It's made for all of the size of all of the models, so I need to measure and cut this one to fit. Okay, so it's a new day and the step is finished, it's installed. I routed the wires, still need to make them, to fix the pipe, but I found here, let me show you. I found an already made hole on this position right here with this gummy cap. So I made a hole in the rubber. From there, the wires are already in the cap behind this piece down there, and right now I routed them right here. So on the instruction there are a couple of methods to wire them. So directly with the provided switch. So basically like this, and this is the switch provided. This is the battery, so you should put a 20 ampere fuse, and you can adjust the red and black wires. The brown and gray are for the switch to wire a lamp connected to the ignition key, so you know if the step is still outside or down when you're trying to drive away, so you don't forget it. But I want to do this one, which involves a relay and the capacitors, and in this way I still have the warning light, but I also have the switch that will automatically retract the step when I'm turning on the engine, basically, if I ever forget the step out. So here I have two capacitors, just 1000 microfarad. They say 2200, so I need a bigger one or another small one to connect them together. I already routed two new wires in a pipe that I had here. This one it's still empty, so I still have space, but I use this one, and I connected to my 12-volt fuse panel with a 20 amps fuse, so I'm ready to give it power. But the problem is, where do I install the switch? The most practical place is close to the sliding door, of course, since the step wires are coming into the cab, and in the cab I also have the power wires. Makes sense to install the switch on the partition wall here. So probably I'm gonna mount this right here. I can make a hole because I have 3 centimeters of insulation plus the plywood on top, which is 3 or 4 millimeters, I don't remember, 4. Then 1 centimeters of plywood, which is the the main frame of the partition wall, and then on the other side there is again 3 centimeters of insulation, the soft one. So I'm gonna make a hole through all of them just before touching the soft insulation. Install the switch, and the wire are going to be going between the soft insulation and the 10 millimeter plywood, so I can reach to this. I can basically get the wires behind this plastic trim and down underneath there where I will mount the relay. Let me make the hole and try to mount the switch. Let's say 10 centimeters and 5. I don't have the right size, so it's a little bit smaller, but because it's soft insulation XPS behind, it's easier to cut with the knife, and this is just 4 millimeters plywood, very soft. It's poplar, so it should be easy also to cut it with some sharp knife. Okay, now of course this is not gonna fit like this, so perfect. Okay, as you can see, I have here the soft insulation on the back, so I'm right behind here.
One eternity later.
Okay, I just routed a pilot wire from here to there. Okay, the wires are in, just connected. I used my my things here. I don't remember how they are called in English, instead of the provided ones. I don't know, just because. Now I have 4 screws provided, Torx as well, to install the switch on the wall. It's just biting into the 4mm poplar plywood, so it's really soft. I have to be careful on not over tighten. Let's see if the front frame fits. Oh, nice. For the wires here in the cab, I'm gonna use some of this already split electric pipe to protect them, and then just hiding the pipe behind here, and then I have to connect those with the relay. Okay, there we have it, the pipe coming from the switch with the wires, and this is coming from the step. So I'm gonna mount another relay with those two, the same spot, and yeah, and connect everything together, and then it should work. Okay, so just connected everything on the relay and also the capacitors inside here. I managed to find a 2200 one inside there. So now I have this cable with 2 wires that needs to go, like they say in the diagram, it's this one and this one needs to go to a lamp and to the 12 volt from the ignition key. Instead of adding another light, I plan to use the LED light inside the green push button that I have on my switch panel here. So right now, this switch, basically when I'm driving, I can enable and disable those switches, and I disconnected the green light because it was unnecessary and was making too much light inside in the night. But now I can use this LED for this purpose. And also I already have the positive 12 volts up here because I connected this MagSafe charger. I'm using a torch because it's getting dark. Just removed this and this one. I'm going to remove also this plastic here to route the cable underneath there, up inside this one, and then over there. The brown wire from the step, which is the ground point that needs to be connected to the chassis of the van, because as you can see, the relay separates this side of the circuit from this side. So I'm using to power the motor my lithium battery on the 12 volt fuse box, and this part right here is connected to the 12 volt of the van battery. So this one needs to go to the chassis. I just found this ground point was empty, but this is actually a ground point from the manufacturer. So I connected the ground right here and just routed the cable up until there so I can close everything. Okay, after a few days the step is working, goes in and out. Now I'll leave it out. I'm gonna try turning the key on and see if the LED will light up and if the step will retract automatically. Perfect. Okay guys, thank you for watching. That's all.
I'm so sorry for the audio of this video because I'm recording with my phone and it's not the best, I know. I'm already arranging something new for the upcoming one. Hopefully I will fix that. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not. The channel just got to 800 subscribers, so thank you so much to each one of you. It means everything for me. I started this channel just for myself, for recording my work, and now I'm thinking of keeping doing it in the future, so who knows, let's see, maybe I can bring you with me on my travel when the van is finished. Yeah, like, subscribe, and comment. I love to chat with you on the comment section, and see you in the next one. Bye.